Hello, my friends. Welcome back to our quiet and safe place for English learning. Take a slow, deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. Now let the tired air out of your lungs. Feel your shoulders drop down. The day is finally over. You are completely safe right here with me. Imagine a young man from a long time ago. This man traveled across the big, wide earth. He did this in only 10 years. 10 years is a very long time for a tired soldier. But the world is a very big place. He led great armies across many strange lands. Soldiers walked across deep rivers. The dark water was completely cold and moved very fast. They climbed high, rocky mountains. The air was thin and very cold. But Alexander always won. He never lost a single fight. Today, we will discover his amazing story. We will walk with Alexander the Great. Take another deep breath. Relax your mind. This story will help you today. It will guide your English learning adventure. If you want to improve your English, please subscribe. Alexander was born in the year 356 BC. He lived in a place called Macedonia. The sky there was blue and wide. When he was a young boy, something special happened. His father bought a wild horse. The animal was huge and black. It was very angry. It kicked its strong legs. Dust flew up into the hot air. Grown men were afraid. These soldiers were strong and brave. But they ran away from the animal. No one could control it. Their hearts beat very fast. Hands shook with heavy fear. Cold sweat fell on their faces. The giant horse screamed loudly. It jumped up high into the air. But young Alexander was not afraid. He was only 12 years old. The boy walked out into the hot sun. His footsteps were quiet in the thick dust. He looked at the giant animal. The boy did not look at its teeth. His eyes moved down to the ground. He saw the truth. A dark shape lay on the dirt. It was the shadow of the horse. The animal moved fast. The dark shadow moved too. The horse was only afraid of its own dark shadow. Alexander walked closer. He moved slowly and gently. He took the rough rope. The boy turned the heavy horse around. Alexander pointed the animal toward the bright sun. The dark shadow moved behind them. The horse could not see it anymore. The giant animal stopped kicking. Its breathing became slow and quiet. The boy touched its heavy neck. Warm skin felt smooth and nice. He calmed the angry horse. A boy of 12 beat the fear of grown men. He used his clear eyes. Alexander used his sharp mind. The wild beast became his best friend. They rode together for many long years. Many years passed quickly. The young boy became a powerful king. The leader marched his great army far away. They walked into a terrible dry desert. This awful place was called Gedrosia. It was a giant sea of yellow sand. The sun burned their skin every day. The sky was white with deep heat. Green trees did not grow here. Cool winds never blew. They had no water for many long days. The men were dying of deep thirst. Mouths felt like dry cotton. Their lips cracked open in the sun. Throats closed up tight. Every breath hurt their dry lungs. Walking was a great and terrible pain. Heavy boots dragged in the deep sand. Some men fell down. They did not get up again. The army moved like quiet ghosts. Then a small and special thing happened. One soldier found a little water. It was in a small, dirty hole. He scooped the liquid up. The man put it in his metal helmet. The water was brown and warm, but it was water. His legs shook with every step. The soldier held the helmet out. He offered it to Alexander. Alexander felt the warm metal in his hands. He looked down at the brown water. Then the king looked up. He saw the eyes of his men. Hundreds of soldiers watched him closely. Their faces were thin and very dirty. Eyes were desperate and completely dry. A deep pain filled his chest. The king did not drink. He turned his hands over. Alexander poured the water out. The brown water fell down quickly. It hit the dry sand. The hungry sand drank it in 1 second. The water was gone forever. The king chose to suffer. He chose the deep pain of his men. Drinking alone was wrong. Heavy hearts lifted a little. The men found new strength inside. They loved their king more than water. Alexander became the ruler of the known world. This leader traveled farther than any man before him. He reached all the way to India. The land was strange and new. Rivers were wide and very deep. Giant elephants walked in the thick jungles. But then, his greatest challenge came. It was not a huge enemy army. It was not a wild, dangerous beast. His soldiers were completely tired. Their bodies were weak and broken. Old clothes hung in dirty rags. Leather boots were full of holes. Soldiers missed their small homes. They dreamed of their wives and children. The men could not walk another mile. A deep sadness fell over the camp. The men sat down on the hard ground. Soldiers dropped their heavy shields. The metal hit the dirt. Men cried loudly. Tears washed the dirt from their faces. They refused to go any further. The great king stood before them. Alexander looked at his strong men. He saw their broken spirits. A heavy weight pressed on his chest. His throat felt tight and sad. He could not force them to walk. The great king had to turn back. They marched slowly toward home. But the long journey was not over. Soon after, a sudden tragedy struck the camp. It happened in the old city of Babylon. The desert air was completely hot and felt very sick. Alexander caught a terrible fever. His body burned with hot fire. Sweat poured down his tired face during the long night. Strong hands shook in the bed. The king lay in his bed for many dark days. His breath became short and fast. Alexander could not speak. His generals stood quietly around the heavy wooden bed. They watched their bright sun fade away slowly. The great fire finally went out in the dark room. Alexander passed away. The king was only 32 years old. The ruler of the world closed his eyes forever. After his great loss, everything in the camp broke. Former friends fought each other with sharp swords. His great empire broke apart into many small pieces. The pieces fell like broken glass on the floor. The beautiful dream was finally over. What does this old story teach us today? Let us sit quietly. Let us look closely at his short, bright life. Alexander shows us a very beautiful truth. A single human can achieve incredible things. The human body is small, but the human mind is a giant. People can walk across deep, dry deserts. We can climb the highest, coldest mountains. He teaches us a deep lesson about human fear. Fear is not a real wall. It is not a heavy stone. Fear lives only inside our own minds. We see a giant problem. Our hands shake. Our hearts beat very fast. Everyone thinks the problem will crush us completely. But these problems are often only dark shadows. They look big in the evening sun, but they have no real weight. A person must turn to the bright light. You must face the warm sun. The dark shadow will fall behind you. You must open your eyes clearly. He shows us the true power of the mind. Believing in yourself is a very strong weapon. A young boy can calm the wild horse. A simple person can lead a great army. But this story also teaches a second lesson. It is a very sad and heavy human truth. We are all made of simple, weak dust. Even the greatest king has a final, quiet day. Alexander owned the whole world. He had mountains of shiny gold. He had thousands of sharp swords. But his rich life ended early. Gold cannot buy more days. Sharp swords cannot fight the setting sun. Humans cannot stop time. Time is a quiet, fast river. It flows straight into the dark sea. The water washes all great empires away. It washes small footprints from the sand. We are all equal in the end. A great king and a poor soldier share the same quiet earth. No one can stay here forever. So, we must use our days well. We must be brave today. We must build a good life right now. Learning the English language is also a great adventure. It is your personal journey. It is a long path of beautiful discovery. You are like brave explorers. Sometimes you will face dry deserts. The grammar will seem too hard. New words will not stay in your head. Your brain will feel tired and heavy. You will want to drop your books. You will want to stop walking. Everyone feels the deep thirst sometimes, but you must remember the great king. You must keep moving forward. Take one small step, then make another small move. Listen to one more story. Learn one more word. Every small victory builds your own empire. Every story helps your mind grow. The dark shadows of doubt will disappear completely. You will conquer this language. Thank you for listening today, my dear friend. I am very happy you are here with me. If you love this story, please press the subscribe button right now. Do not forget to save this video to your special list. Your mind loves these stories. Please listen to this adventure again and again. Repetition builds deep learning. The words will become easy and friendly. I wish you deep peace. My heart wishes you great success. Rest your tired mind now. The day's hard work is done. Until next time, keep listening. Keep your ears open. Always keep learning new things. Never stop discovering the beautiful world. Good night and be well.